The Jesus Story, Chapter 9. Jesus enters Jerusalem. Jerusalem was packed to bursting. It was the Passover festival, and everyone had gathered to celebrate. There was something else to celebrate, for Jesus had come to Jerusalem. People had heard of the things he had said and the miracles he had performed. Many saw Jesus as their true king and wanted to give him a king's welcome. When Jesus entered Jerusalem, he was riding a humble donkey, but that didn't stop the excitement. Some of the crowd threw their cloaks or large palm leaves on the dusty ground before him. They cried out, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord, the King of Israel." They hoped Jesus would free them from the Romans. They didn't understand that his kingdom wasn't in this world but in heaven. Jesus knew that in a short time these people would turn against him. He was starting the final stage of his earthly life, and he knew exactly what was going to happen to him, and that it was the only way to save those he loved for all time. The first thing Jesus did when he came into the city was to visit the temple. He was shocked and angry. The beautiful temple was filled with greedy, cheating money changers and market traders. They had set up shop to make money out of the poor people who came to make sacrifices to God. Jesus instantly threw them all out. His Father's house should be a place of peace and prayer, not a den of thieves. He chased out the traders and he pushed over the tables of the money changers. Now the temple was a quiet place once more, where people could come to pray and to learn about God and find comfort. The priests were furious. Not only had they made money out of the traders, but now people were flocking to the temple to listen to Jesus and to come to him for healing, rather than to them. As far as they were concerned, Jesus was a troublemaker and he had to go. They just had to work out how. The priests were looking for a reason and a way to arrest Jesus, but he was usually surrounded by his followers. They needed help, and that help came from one of Jesus' own disciples. Judas Iscariot was dishonest. He looked after the money for Jesus and the other disciples, but he kept some back for himself instead of giving it to those in need. In the end, his greed made him do a very bad thing. Judas went to the chief priests in secret and asked them how much they would give him if he delivered Jesus into their hands. The priests knew that Judas was one of Jesus' closest, most trusted friends. They offered him 30 silver coins, and Judas accepted. As soon as he had left the temple, the priests rubbed their hands in glee. Now they had someone else to do their dirty work for them. From then on, Judas was waiting for the opportunity to hand Jesus over.